Hello Lillas, I'm back. So I'm back with Demi. I don't know what I want to name him. Like, Demi is a girl name, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a girl name. It can't be a boy name. I love the name Demi. I always love the name Demi. But it'll be cute. I'll have Demi and Emmy. But so he's my new cuddle. I have him on this body. I took it off of Gracie May, and I emptied it completely out, structured it, and I really love the way it's structured. However, he has zero weight to his body, so but I wasn't sure how this was going to work, and I was thinking it was temporary, and I'm kind of liking it a lot. But I have a 6-month size body coming from Reggie Ann, and I love the way her bodies are weighted and the way they feel. I may end up keeping him on this body though, because I really love how much I can do with him as far as posing and stuff. And then if that's the case, when I do get ready to take his head off for rooting, I will just, this is an old chair. This chair has been around for 100 years. I need to get a new chair. When I do take his head off for rooting, I'll add some weight in his core. I just wanted to make sure that his limbs were secure because of the armatures that I put inside them. It just seemed to work so much better, and then like his foot keeps its structure and stuff. So that's what it was mainly about, the way that I weighted him. But I'm really loving it, and I know his head is really big. And he can definitely use a bigger body. This body is a good size though. Look at this. Like, when stretched out, it's really a long body. So I may just put some weight in this, and some more weight in it, and use this. This is actually, see, this is actually a 6-month size sleeper that he has on. Now this is a vintage sleeper, so 6 months today, when you get something that's in 6-month size today, it's like more like 9 months. Everything is bigger. Like newborn is now 0 to 3. 0 to 3 is more like 3 to 6. And I guess because everybody in America has gotten fat or overweight or bigger or larger, I don't know how y'all want me to nice it up for y'all, but we eat so unhealthy over here until our babies are bigger, we're bigger, and and so they've adjusted the sizes. That's the only thing I could come up with, because at first I was just like, when I first started seeing the transition, I'm like, why is these clothes fitting bigger, and stuff. And so now that's what I came up with. But anyway, I love him so much, and you guys probably will be done seeing a video of him saying who he is. He is the Demi Sculpt by Jennifer Sussman Price. I have tried to get her to do a full body. I have tried to get her to do even the partials, and I don't even like painting partials. But she says that she feels like the head is too big for a full body. I'm like, come on, you got toddlers, silicone babies, like, so I don't know. I don't think she'll ever do it, but I love this baby features. I love that it has fuller lips and the chubby face, and I feel like we don't get that often, especially for the African American collectors. We don't get where babies have like really full features that's not exaggerated in a way that it doesn't look tasteful. It's very off-putting sometimes, but there are sculptors that do sculpt kits that can go, and when I say they have African features, the African American features, the thing is that you could paint any sculpt, any skin tone, and make it look good. You just gotta do it in the right way. I will agree that there are some sculpts that do look more like, okay, this baby would be cuter as a Caucasian, or this baby would be cuter as African American baby, or this baby will be cuter as biracial, this baby will be cuter, you know, as like an Asian baby. You know, I will agree to that. However, you know, every single black doll does not have to have full lips and spreaded noses and all that stuff. We are known for our, you know, full lips and our, you know, broader nose and our many complexions, which is beautiful. And I'm here to say, I love to see, you know, I didn't come out with the full lips. My mom always teased me about my thin lips. She said when I smile, my lips go away. But I think it's you know, it's a wonderful thing when you see a beautiful, well melanated, you know, woman or man that has, you know, full features, but it's usually done in a beautiful way, if that makes sense. And sometimes those features, when they're painted very they're painted like very rugged, or very, I don't know how to say it, like, oh, the painting is overpronounced as well as the sculpt, and then it just do too much. Sometimes if they're softly painted, you know, and softly painted does not mean that it has to be light. It can be softly painted chocolate, you know what I mean? It's just that, like, if they put really dark and then really bright red lips, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, or very heavy shading, or different things. But anyway, so I really like this face, and I was really excited to be able to get one. And then I'll tell you another sculptor that actually does full features often, but you don't get to see their sculpts painted as often. Is Dawn McLeod. Her sculpts tend to have the fuller lips and stuff like that a lot of times. And Romy Stridham, mostly her older babies, they all look like they were sculpted after African American people. But of course, she doesn't paint black dolls. She only does white babies. But I think she's done maybe one or two in her lifetime. But then they're painted white, and no one, you know, no one pays it no mind. But if you take one of Romy older babies and paint that baby AA, oh my goodness, because she always did the full lips, she always did the full nose type thing. And yeah, most people will say Angela Jolie type look. So hey, there it is. But yeah, so I really enjoy painting this little guy. Once I get done, like I said, the soon as I get a chance to get him on my rooting table, he is going. I got some hair that's like, I think it's going to be more of a lush curl, a loose wave or a loose curl. That's what I'm thinking for him. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? He would look good with a really baby hair style too. But I'm thinking curls for this little guy. That's what I'm thinking. I really want to see him with a head full of curls. Like a head full, like a bush. Like, really full. I'm still experimenting, y'all. I'm still over here experimenting with my babies. And I'm so happy with this new technique that I'm doing on my babies. Oh my gosh. Ziggy was the first baby that I did fully. I practiced on a head, and then Ziggy was the first baby I said, okay, I'm gonna do the full body. And then my kit, which is never to be sold, is I did her with the same finish on her as well. And now I did him. He's the first cuddle that I did the whole face and the whole head, and I just love it. It won't show up on camera as much, but I really love it. I'm getting comfortable with it. Eventually, I might, you know, use it on some of my babies that I sell, but right now, I'm just not doing it because I want to make sure, you know, I get it to a point where, so like right now it's more of the look. It's not that much of feel, but it does feel slightly different, but it looks so much like skin. I just love it. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy dressing this little boy. Like, I've been waiting for a bigger baby too. That's another thing. Like, his head is still floppy because I have no way of not making it floppy. So I'll probably figure it out next go around. But oh my goodness, I can't wait. He's gonna be so super sweet. Yes, you are. But yeah, I can't wait to get him rooted. But anyway, and I still gotta name him. I don't know, I keep thinking of like Devin or something like that, but I need to think. I thought about DeMarco, but then I can't probably go with that because I don't know. So I don't know. And y'all see how he kind of blends with me. I love him. I love the way he turned out. I actually painted him in, well, I kind of like off and on, but I really went strong for like a whole week straight. But I had him on the table and he was kind of there for a while. But I did a lot of little things to him different than how I normally do my other babies, which actually worked out pretty good. And I'm actually really, really happy about it. So that's what I do. I use these babies my personal babies to experiment. And I feel like if you guys are starting to paint and you guys want to, you know, really have your own style and develop your own style, you have to experiment. You have to, you know, take chances. You have to take risks in your work, you know. Maybe not if it's an order or something, but if you're painting to sell or something like that, take risks. That's the only way you're going to get better at stuff. That's the only way you're going to perfect any type of skill that you're trying to do. And, you know, just remember that this is real art, and just paint from your heart. And I promise you, it'll show in your work how passionate you are. I can, you know, with painters and sculptors, like, it's like you can see their emotions through their work. There's some people, there's a sculptor, I was just looking at her page today, and she is showing her sculpt. And she's always one of these people that's always whining about something. Always whining about something. And her babies all have like pouty looks. Cute, still cute, but it has this like pouty look. I'm like, that's because your ass whine all the time. Shut up, girl. And she's a good sculptor. Oh, my neck cracked. Oh, sorry. And then you have people that have very dark souls and very negative energy, that's done a lot of scamming and stuff like that, but for some reason they're still thriving in the community. Their work look dark and beaten. The babies look overly bruised and just very darkly shaded and stuff. It's like the evilness comes out in their paint, and I'm like, ugh. And they hadn't always painted like that, and they're an amazing painter, but their work has gotten darker and darker. And then there was an artist that I like work. I'm gonna say that and just leave it like that. And I'll say I used to buy from them, and I remember we had fallen out, and someone reached out to me and they said, you need to reach out to her and see if she's okay. Her work is starting to look very dark. I just got a feeling that something ain't right. And I was like, I thought it was just me to be noticing stuff like that. So lo and behold, I did end up reaching out to that particular artist, and she was going through some things, and you know, we talked, and you know, blah blah blah. And not saying I fixed her problems or anything like that, but her work started as she, you know, worked through whatever she was working through in her personal life. the work started to get better, back to her old self, I would say. So when you paint, you know, your energy has to be right. And I know that sounds crazy, but so, you know, I pray before I paint. I start painting. If my mood is still going to be like very sad, or if I'm feeling like very anxious or angry, when I can be feeling these emotions before I go paint, but once I get in there and start to paint, if I feel like I don't feel a relief, I put my paints down. I'm not painting on Not a Doll for myself or no one else, because I've tried to do it before when I've just been really anxious. There was a baby, oh my gosh, I don't know what baby it was. I probably didn't even sell it. I made so many mistakes, and it was because I wasn't in the right mindset when I went in, and I should have just stopped, but I just kept going, and it just didn't work out. And then there was a time I was under so much pressure. I was putting pressure on myself. It was a giveaway baby, and I was like, I need to get this baby done. I need to do the, and you guys, I think I showed you guys that baby. That was a, it might have been an Audrey Stoetti baby. I can't remember, but that paint looked horrible. So I ended up trashing that one, as well. So I just, you know, the whole rush and the feeling anxious and all that stuff, no. Even some babies now that I'd be so excited about and I just want to paint it right away, honestly, I feel like that's why I kind of slowed down and didn't start to paint Jasmine right away, because I was too anxious and I probably would mess her up. And she's on the paint table now, but things are going very slow for her right now, because I got a root now, so I have to use all my extra time rooting. In fact, I'm spending some of my time right here doing this video, but I'm gonna get back to it. But yeah, painting is, for me, is a very emotional thing, and I feel like it does, you know, come off in your work. So anyway, it's a very relaxing thing. I feel like painting can be therapeutic for some of us, and I feel like even if you're not the best at it, but if it makes you feel good when you do it, I feel like you should do it. Like, I feel like you should totally do it. Like, even, you know, even if you're not that good and you paint just for yourself, that's fine. Or if you do decide to sell, just, you know, market for what you feel like it's worth, and if someone else feels the same, they'll buy it. And that's just that. I mean, you know, we gotta live life and enjoy life through our hobby, and even if it's outside of our hobby, whatever makes us happy, whether it's these dolls, or it's, you know, cars, or working and earning money, or if you do makeup or hair, or, you know, whatever you're passionate about, do it. Because life is so short. You know, one day we're here, next day we're gone. And, you know, I think it's more sad when you leave here and have lived a very unfulfilled life. I've lost family members and friends and stuff like that. I think, but the most ones that really, really broke my heart were ones that, like, people never got to have that full, you know, experience, or just wasn't ever able to see to the other side of happiness. So don't be one of them, and do what makes you happy. Listen to yourself, listen to your heart. Of course, you got to be logical. We got to survive. We got to be able to eat and all that stuff. But if you want to spend $50,000 on a baby doll and you got it, do it. Do it. If you got it, I mean, and it ain't gonna hurt you, and that's what you want to do, then go ahead. I mean, I don't have that. I can't do that. But You know, if you want to spend $10 on a doll because that's all you got, do it. Not saying for you guys to go out and buy from Shamu and Timu, or is it Timu or Tumu or whatever it is. If you want to buy your babies off of Shein and all of this stuff, and AliExpress and Pony Express and all them, I'm not condoning that. I'm not condoning that. But if you want to buy a cheaper baby, authentic baby in the community, I'm all for that. But at the same time, it ain't my business, it ain't my money, it ain't my reputation, it ain't my life. You know, I'm not. Babe, I can't. I got too much other things to be stressed out about. I can't be stressing out about y'all and y'all purchases. So y'all go ahead, because them things be looking a mess anyway. Half of the ones that I've seen. So I don't see why people just be. I think people just be wanting to be rebellious. That's all. But anyway, that's. I don't want to get into that. But I say, you know, do what you can, and what, you know, live your best life. You know, the honest way if you can. All right. I mean, not if you can. We all have a choice. All right. I'm out of here. See you guys later. See you later.